Hey guys, Rizak here. Now, of course, some of you, or I should say one of you, have asked me to talk about the future of AI, love dolls, etc. I mean, I've pretty much already talked about, future, sex tech, love dolls. And for the moment, I would say even now, there isn't really much more to talk about. I mean, I've already talked about how, some people think that everybody in the future is going to have a love doll to fuck. But I don't really believe that. There's always going to be religious people that are against, people having love dolls, etc. And there are people that probably are never going to be into them for one reason or another. That's just how it is. And some other things that I talked about in the past. But, since I've already pretty much went over that, I decided to talk about this, which is an article that talks about 5 ways that AI will change what we do in the future. Or maybe will, should I say. From smartphones to chatbots, artificial intelligence is already ubiquitous in our digital lives. You just might not know it yet. The momentum behind AI is building thanks to, in part, to the massive amounts of data that computers can gather about our lives, our purchases, and our movements every day. And specialists in artificial intelligence research use all that data to train machines how to learn and predict what we want or detest. This is, of course, how companies have been using these robots to know what we want and know when, think trends end and start. Take a look at the future that AI has in store, according to USC researchers. And in the entertainment business, move over Netflix. In the future, you could sit on the couch and order up a custom movie featuring virtual actors of your choice. Meanwhile, film studios may have a future without flops. Yeah, we'll see about that. Sophisticated predictive programs will analyze a film, scripts, a storyline, and forecast its box office potential. In medicine, why have medicine that's good for the average person when it could be tailored to your exact genome? AI algorithms will enable doctors and hospitals to better analyze data and customize their healthcare to the genes, environments, and lifestyle of each patient. From diagnosing brain tumors to deciding which cancer treatment will work best for an individual, AI will drive the personalized medicine revolution, apparently. And cybersecurity. There were about 707 million cybersecurity breaches in 2015 and 55 million in the first half of 2016 alone. Companies are struggling to stay one step ahead of hackers. USC experts say that self learning and automation capabilities enabled by AI can protect data more systematically and affordably, keeping people safer from terrorism or even smaller scale identity theft. AI based tools look for patterns associated with malicious computer viruses and programs before they can steal massive amounts of information or cause havoc. Now, I don't know if a system like that would actually be perfect, but another good thing to note about not getting hacked is to look into, how to avoid getting hacked in the first place. Most of the time, when it comes to hackers, they tend to be amateur hackers. So let's say if you are on your email and you get, let's say, a link to something from some stranger, I would, of course, not click into that link because sometimes, even if you click into that link, your system gets hacked. Just so you know, it's that easy. Vital tasks. AI assistants will help older people stay independent and live in their own home longer. AI tools will keep nutritious food available, safely reach objects on high shelves, and monitor movement in a senior's home. The tools could now mow lawns, keep other job keep windows washed, and even help with bathing and hygiene. Many other jobs that are repetitive and physical are perfect for AI based tools. But the AI assisted work may be even more critical in dangerous fields like mining, firefighting, clearing mines, and handling radioactive materials. And in transportation, the place where AI may have the biggest impact in our future is self driving cars. Unlike humans, AI drivers never look down at the radio, put on mascara, or argue with their kids in the back seat. Thanks to Google, autonomous ears are already here, or autonomous cars are already here. But watch for them to be ubiquitous by 2030. Driverless trains already rule the rails in European cities, and Boeing is building an autonomous jetliner. Pilots are still required to put info into the system, of course. I swear to God. Yeah. Man, my throat gets really, anyway. But as far as what I think of the future, AI, etc., I mean, of course, it's only going to get more advanced. And already it seems like it's starting to pour into our lifestyles and becoming kind of a big thing in the mainstream. What can I say? But yeah, just another thing to note about like the speakers like Alexa or Echo, from Amazon. Just so you know, they are, I would say, somewhat spying on your, habits, kind of, with these devices to know better what, people want, and that's how they're trying to keep tabs on their customers, obviously. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they aren't using this stuff at the moment to quite literally spy on people in a literal sense, but you just never know what might happen in the future because I know Korea is already doing that in a sense. So just so you know, I'll be aware of that. So, I mean, a lot of good things are probably going to happen in the future, and also a lot of bad things are going to happen in the future. I mean, just like autonomous driving. Well, then it's going to get to a point where people are going to stop concentrating on the road, and before you know it, you're going to be going into a river. And when you notice it, there's a chance it's going to be too late, for instance. I mean, there's so many good things about it, and just so many bad things. Some people's, jobs are going to get, taken over, while at the same time, it's going to open doors to where you can get a new job. So it's something you sometimes probably would actually prefer to do sometimes. Instead of, let's say, in one case, instead of doing a dangerous back-breaking job, you could maybe, move to something else and have other responsibilities and move on with your life, get new hobbies, etc. Of course, with that being said, I guess I'll just stop there because this is a really long and complicated subject. And of course, if you guys want to talk about it more, leave comments, etc., you can go right ahead. We can talk about it more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.